Hey guys, this is Grace and welcome to the Christmas Products Revisited video 1. So with this one, I am going to work on the pinks and reds, and I've decided to do kind of a love theme layout just because the colors kind of speak that to me. And I also wanted to, the design that I wanted to do was to play with tags. Excuse me. Now I only have one size of this particular tag, but I knew that I wanted to overlap them, so some of them will be longer than others. So the way for me to do that is to do half cutting in the die cut, or partial cutting, I guess that's what they call them. And so as you saw me, I put the die cut on my Cuttlebug plate, but only halfway. And then I cut that through, and then I trim off the edges just so that I can have long pieces. And so I already did that with all of the papers that I wanted to use. I actually cut out way more tags than I will use here. Initially, my idea was that the tags will go all around my page, kind of like a border, but it was a little too big and there was not enough space for my pictures and also my journaling and title. So I'm going to end up just doing top and bottom of the page. So I'm going to put the whole layout on a piece of white cardstock, which is just the back side of a pattern paper that I don't care for anymore, but I do like to border them up still. So I cut out that black piece of paper and I did gut the inside of that just so I can use the inside for another layout. And then I trimmed the white cardstock a little bit smaller so that it will go in the middle. Now I have these black heart cut files. These are from Paper Issues and I've had them for a long time. And so I'm going to add that there to incorporate the heart and the love theme. But since I have the reds and the pink colors in there, I thought that a neutral one like black would suit well. I also have them in white, but because my background is white, it will not show very well. So I just decided to go with black. Now, I pre-printed some journaling already. You're going to probably see this block of paper for some of the, or for the rest of the layouts, just because I knew that I was going to do these 5 layouts, and so I did most of the journaling for that. I'm going to go with strips here just because I thought that that would be a good little detail for design. So as you can see, I haven't adhered anything on this layout yet. I just wanted to see where everything is going to lay and how it's going to look. I initially have two of, see that picture of me and my husband? I had 2 of those, and I initially thought I was going to put 3 photos here, but like I said, the way the design turned out, there wasn't enough room, so I am going to just stick with 2 here, one of my husband and I, and then one of the picture of the boba drink. One of the things that we love is we love to get these boba drinks. They're just basically smoothies or slushies, and it has the boba bubbles or tapioca pearls on the bottom, and it's so good. So that's one of our favorites, and we are very lucky that we found a place in town that does sell them. Sorry. And so that's where we did our little stop before we did our errands. Because lately, that has been like, that's the only way that my husband and I could have a date, is if we go run our errands together. And so I just tried to document how, even though it's not a fancy date, I still love that we get a chance to spend time together. So as you can see, this is basically what the design would look like. I am overlapping all of those tags, and some of them again are longer than others, and I decided to make sure that I try to scatter the different colors, and also kind of making sure that no stripe are close together. Kind of spread them apart. If they're a little bit more solid, I put them I separate them just so that they will have a good sampling of different colors and different designs. So now it looks like I'm happy with the way it looks. I do think that um, the pattern, or sorry, the photos need to be matted. So I'm going to find some card or some paper, some more pattern paper to mat that. And I found this one, and again I'm using just scraps here, and so I'm going to use that one for both just because I don't have a lot of big pieces anymore. And I am using some strips of adhesive here. Again, my goal for this year is to use up the stuff that I have first before I go out and buy new ones. Another thing that I pulled out from my stash that I have had for a long, long time is that word today. I've had that cut from a cut file. I believe, again, another paper issues cut file. And I'm just going to go with that word today. I've kind of tossed or thought about maybe adding a subtitle, but today was just good enough for me. So I'm going to go with that one. And I don't know if you noticed, but the strips, the journaling strips that I had were a little bit too long, just for that one strip that goes right under the today. And because of the Y, the bottom of the Y, I had to cut the journaling strip in half so that I can split them and then they won't overlap with the Y there. And so after that I've adhered everything, I decided now it's time to decorate. And the first thing that I'm going to do is to decorate some of the tags with twine. I am going to end up decorating, at this point I just thought twine will be enough, that I will just pick 3 tags and then do the twine, and then that's it. But I was kind of enjoying myself and decorating this layout, and so I'm going to end up actually covering all of the holes of all of the tags there. But now, for now, I'm going to go with the twine, and first I'm going to do 2 of them, but I decided no, it'd be nice if we can create a visual triangle for this, and so I went ahead and picked another tag to add twine to. So again, if you're new to my channel or new to this series, I'm going to try to revisit my Christmas products for the next 5 layouts. I've had a few pages or papers rather that I don't want to say old, but you know, I've had them for a while, and I feel like if I were to use or to buy more Christmas products, I feel like I need to use them up first, the ones that I have here, especially the older collections and older papers. And so that's what I'm trying to tackle here, is I want to use them up, but since we just finished Christmas and I'm kind of Christmased out with making layouts, I feel like what if I use those products but in a non-Christmas layout? So that's kind of the goal here. I pulled out some love themed products, and so I'm just playing with them. I have some stickers, I do have this a flare badge, and then I have these red, or sorry, heart stickers that I actually got at the dollar spot at Target. And so I don't know if they are acid free, but I'm just gonna go with it. I love the gold ones, and so I'm gonna put them in 3 different places. And this is when I felt like I needed to add some enamel dots. So I'm going to add that after I add these stickers right here. Because as you can see, there's a space between my journaling and the heart border. And so I needed to fill that up a little bit more. So now I'm going to go, and I found these enamel dot sticker sheet, and I'm just going to go to town with that. And that's basically my layout. I did kind of toy around with the idea of adding some doilies behind my photos, but it just got a little too busy with just looking at it with all of the hearts and all of the tags, and so I went without it. But if you have any questions, let me know in the description box below. If you are new to my channel, please consider giving this a thumbs up and subscribing. And also, if you want to see more of this series, make sure that you hit that bell button so that YouTube will notify you when I post another video. Until then, I will catch you guys another day. Bye.